Hello there, so this here is the Pentel Ceranomatic. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Ceranomatic Drafting Pro SRP, made by Pentel, Japan. Wow. And I believe this technical pen went out of production in like the 1980s, late 1980s, I believe. I think, probably, those such things, because not much is known about this pen, to be honest. It's not on the Pentel website, it's not in their history. It was a technical drafting pen made before the internet really became a thing, so there's not much on the internet actually about them. I do have a few here to look at. And now I'm going to tell you everything else that I managed to find out about them. So they came in the sizes of 0.13, 0.18, 0.25, 0.35, 0.5, 0.7, and 1 millimeter. Now when you open one up here to replace the ink, you will notice that the ink cartridges are actually rather small. They're slightly smaller and thinner than a rotoring isograph ink cartridge. See the difference there? So that's the Pentel Ceranomatic. The ink cartridge is just this part here. And this here is the rotoring isograph. This here is the ink cartridge. It's a lot thicker. And instead of the ink cartridge actually going around the end of the rotoring pen here part, whatever it's called, you can see there. It actually fits round like that. The Pentel ones actually fit on the inside. And I'm pretty sure these ink cartridges were actually designed to be pre-filled disposable ink cartridges, and you could buy them in packs of 6. They had quite a nice, reasonably kind of grippy, ribbed plastic here on the end of the nib, which was pretty good. Now the other interesting thing about these technical pens is that what the tips were made out of. They were made out of something which I hadn't even heard of a technical pen being made out of before. And as you can probably guess by the name of these pens, Ceranomatic, it was made out of ceramic, which according to the packaging on the box was super hard wearing, so it never wears out. These pens here are second hand. They're probably way over 30 years old, I don't know. So now after all that time, after Pentel has even forgotten they made these to begin with, I can say with certainty that that is not the case. They do eventually wear out. These ones here though were used in a professional environment though, where they were used on that really harsh, it's a very hard material, the drafting paper. Yes, so that's probably why they went for these, because they probably did last longer than the steel rotoring ones. But anyway, after all that heavy use, some of these still work pretty well. This 0.25mm isn't too unpleasant to use. Maybe because I actually did try and polish this particular one here on some superfine sandpaper, which helped vaguely. But due to its ceramic tip, which mind you, I don't know, can you see ceramic tip on that? I can't see ceramic tip, but apparently it's there. And it did take a long time to make any difference on the super 2000 grit sandpaper. It's kind of minimal. Anyway, there's a lot more of a difference polishing a steel tip rotoring, so clearly there's something different about it. But I don't recommend trying to fix a technical pen like that unless it's absolutely unusable. But I have another 0.25 here, which is really feels really bad. It's terrible. I think I tried to fix one too, but I couldn't do anything with it. Maybe it was dropped and the ceramic tip was broken, I don't know. I have a few 0.18s which feel from shocking. This one I do not like at all. Wow, this one actually feels really, really acceptable for a 0.18. Maybe I'll try and put ink in that one soon. And this 0.18. Okay, that feels even better, I think. And I have a 0.5, which feels very nice. Once you get to 0.5, it's very difficult to make it so worn that it's unusable on regular paper, I find. Now, one thing that really impresses me with these technical pens is that the success rate I've had trying to get these working, that above millimeters of like 0.18, like the 0.25 upwards, is actually really high. Like, I've also got a lot of really old rotary nibs, and the success rate of getting those going is slightly lower. And I've also had a few just kicking around with ink in them for like ages, and they've also never leaked. That one feels really bad. Okay, because this pen nib here feels really, really bad, and it's also, the little shaker in it is stuck, the cleansing needle is stuck in there, I really want to pull this thing apart to see how it ticks inside. What's their secret? But unfortunately, despite all the pros of these pens, cleanability, serviceability, I mean, is not really one of them. I have no idea how to open up these things. So, for the sake of my own curiosity about these 30-year-old plus relics, I'm just going to have to try and brute force my way into one. Come on, Pentel, reveal your secrets to me. Come on. Okay, I really thought that was some kind of pin in there, or some clamping pin, but there's actually like a plastic shaft in there which stops that little shaker and the cleansing wire from coming out. Can you see it? It's an interesting design. Still no idea how to open up this pen nib though. Maybe it's not meant to be opened. So clearly the business model of Pentel was something along the lines of make a nice reliable pen with disposable ink cartridges and make sure no one can fix the thing. That'll keep the sales going. There must have been a pioneer at that business model. Aha, it's twisting. Will it come out? No idea. Twist, twist, twist. Okay, it's getting tighter. It must be this way. Twist. No, the other way is also getting tighter. Impossible. Just bring it close to my chest for maximum strength. Wrecked my microphone. Great. Now my microphone's... Oh no. This is all your fault, you stupid pen. If I hold onto this metal bit here, will that come off? Oh, it does. Now it just looks like this ugly plastic thing with a metal needle sticking out of it. What do I do now? Blah, blah, blah. So that's really the only downside of these things. You can't service them.